Hello, Capricorn. Elsie here to do your reading. It is a weekly reading. Cappies, how are you? Sorry I had to make you wait. Oh, it's very Canadian of me. Saying sorry right away. How are you, Capricorn? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you, my Earth cousins. We are doing a 9-card draw this week, my friends, to find out what's coming up for you. At the end of this video, I'm going to tell you all about how to find a private read. I'm also going to tell you about the extended, if you're interested in that. And thanks for clicking here. Look, if you're here and you want to know when I'm uploading for you, because it's going to be sort of out of sorts, a little bit, my uploads will be consistent, but all over the place. Please hit that bell button, the notification button, and you're going to have to subscribe to do that. Thanks for your subscription. If that's what you're doing with your time, thanks for your thumbs up. I appreciate it. Always appreciate it. Let's find out what's going on with you, Cappies. Tell me about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. One of my favorite people on the earth is Capricorn. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. Got the 4 of Wands. Oh, okay. Charlie just said there is a lot of good fortune coming to your home, the place where you live. It feels like it's good fortune, stability, money, investment. Feels good here. Feels really good. We've got the Judgment card. There is some sort of decision that you're going to make financially, I think, here, that is going to... it's a small decision. I don't think it's huge. It's a small decision, and I think it's going to end up with huge benefits, dividends, stability, confidence. It feels like there is something here. This Judgment card tells me that it's like a small tweak that you make financially, or a small tweak that you make that makes all the difference in your stability. Something here is going to the next level, my friend. So I don't know, are you selling your house and buying a bigger one? Or it feels like that. Are you quitting a job and going to the next place? Because the 9 of Pentacles tells me you're at a place in your life where you're ready to go to the next level. And I think that the next decision that you make, a very small decision, is going to have some huge turnaround or turnover for you. Tell me more about Capricorn. Got the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. I don't think you're making as much money as you could be making doing something else. That's what I want to say. It feels like the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that you're holding back. And I think that the reason that you might be holding back is because maybe you're comfortable with the stability that you have. It's not broken. Don't fix it, Elsie. It feels like that. So I want to say that probably within the next little bit of time here, and look, this could resonate for you today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, but in the next short amount of time, it feels like maybe by Cancer season, possibly, maybe June, in a short amount of time here, you're going to make a decision. And it's going to be very stabilizing. Like it's not anything that is that's going to rock your world financially or anything. It's a small decision that I feel takes you to the next level of your career, takes you to the next level of confidence, takes you to the next level of healing. It feels like it takes you to the next level, but it is a decision that you're making nonetheless, because you realize that you're worth more. You're worth more than the 9 Pentacles. You're in fact worth the 10. So I feel like when you make that decision, something begins to grow immediately. It feels like something begins to, it's like you're reassessing life, reassessing my job, reassessing my skills. You might be going back to school, but it's going to equate to you making more money, or taking your career to the next level. Tell me more. It could be your home. Absolutely. But I think that this Chariot energy is here because something is lying beneath the surface. You see, the 10 of Pentacles being in the reverse tells me you're doing fine, but you're not living to your potential. So I feel like there is going to be a moment in time here where you make some sort of decision. It's in a reassessment phase. So you're reassessing what you're doing in your career. Do you want to add something to your career? I went and got my nails done today, and I was talking to my nail girl and listening to another girl talk about what she's adding to her repertoire. And that made me think about this. Like, it feels like you're going to keep doing what you're doing, but you're going to add more. Yeah, it feels like you're going to get some sort of excitement about something. It does feel like something that's going to take you, it's going to take you in a different direction. It feels like the reason that you haven't done this yet, I would say, is because there was somebody in your past that told you not to. You should just be, you should just have gratitude for what you have right now. There's somebody here in your life that I feel has taught you to not take risks or not make any bold moves. It feels like you are somebody who would take the spotlight really well. What I mean is people like to look at you, talk to you, converse with you. You know a lot of things. You're very confident. I feel like you attract the spotlight. So you might be nice to look at, or you might be highly intelligent, or maybe all of those. But it does feel like here that there is somebody in your life in the past who I feel like they are in your past. It might have been when you were a child. It could have been, but it feels like it made you... it feels like a parent who said, you know what, I really would love if you were a lawyer, or I really would love if you were a doctor. So maybe you did get to be the doctor, but maybe now you want to be a surgeon, or maybe now you want to have a specialty. It feels like somebody said, don't reach for the clouds, just, reach for the sky. And so I feel like that you are going to be reassessing your situation coming up soon about where you live, how you make your money, your confidence in something, that you're not living to your full potential. And I think that right now you probably say, yes, I am. And that's cool if you are. That's good. Maybe I'm not talking to you right now, but it feels like somebody who's up and coming. Yeah. It feels like you're about to make a bold move and I feel like somebody in your life here told you, no, you should just be grateful for what you have. Stop trying to reach for the stars, only reach for the sky. We're going to put 2 cards down here and see, and we will talk about those. We'll talk about this, what's underlying here, underneath the surface. When we go into the extended at the end and talk about private reads, we'll talk more about this. Yeah, it feels like it's a, should I do it? Because the reassessment says that I should. Should I make this decision? Yeah, it's like somebody who's caught in their head. And you're caught in your head because of something somebody said to you. Maybe it wasn't a parent. Maybe it was just an off-the-cuff remark from an employer or somebody who was in a group of people. But it feels like the reason that you didn't move ahead is because somebody told you, well, that's stupid. Don't take those kinds of risks. Don't do that. Don't make these big, bold moves. You've already got your comfort. You've already got your money. You've made enough. Like, what are you doing? It's like, when people are extremely wealthy, but they continue to work because they want to hone their skill or polish their practice, or I feel like that. It feels like somebody here already is doing pretty well in life, but I feel like you're going to the next level is what it feels like. Let's talk about this 4 of Wands. We're going to clarify a little bit and then we will go into an extended. I'll tell you about that in a minute. Tell me about the 4 of Wands, please. We've got the Knight of Cups. This could be something that is relationship related. It could be someone who is asking another person. Maybe you're finally prepared financially. You're prepared in your confidence. You're trying to find the confidence to do it. It definitely could be moving forward, reassessing life. What is my next move? It's time to make a bold move, but this under the surface tells me that you're a little bit nervous it won't work. Or maybe we have... if this is about a relationship, let's just flip it for a second. If it's about a relationship, maybe we don't have the same ideas about what comes next. Maybe you meet somebody and they're like, well, I want kids, and you don't want kids. It feels like fundamentally, maybe we don't want the same things. So somebody's worrying that they will commit themselves to some sort of next level that may not work out in their benefit. So I think that if it's work, you're approaching it slowly. I feel like it's almost like a fantasy sort of, the dream of the potential of it. If this is a relationship, I feel like somebody here is feeling more now than they ever did. The Knight of Cups is here with the 3 of Cups. Somebody is going to ask another person to go to the next level. So if you've just met somebody, they might say, do we want to date each other exclusively? If you're already in a relationship, should we move in together? If you're already moved in together, should we get married next year? It feels like it all goes to the next level. And it is a celebratory time for you. This is, I feel like somebody here had to get to their comfort level first and then carry on forward. So I feel like maybe in the next 2 or 3 months, somebody here could possibly be getting into their comfort zone or their comfort level before they decide to make a big, bold, brave move. The Knight of Wands is here. This could also be, and please manage your own hopes and dreams when I say this, but it does feel like it could end up being that a situationship ends up going into a relationship, like that we stop playing with this whole Knight of Wands thing. That every time I see you, I feel good and I'm falling deeper and deeper in love with you. It feels like somebody here is ready to maybe make the commitment from a situationship to maybe we should be a thing. Now, we're going to go back really quickly here to somebody who I feel is feeling as though they're not living up to their full potential. And that could be the Knight of Wands too. Maybe the Knight wants to be a king, but feels like they can't get there by themselves. But the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse tells me that it's here for the taking. The money's here, the health, wealth, time, effort, energy, money, all of those 3D things. It's all here for the taking. You've just got to get out of your head and go for it. It feels like you are holding back, reassessing, possibly in a little bit of retrospect. What if it doesn't work? It's like you're fighting the next level. I want to go to the next level, but can I handle the next level? Because the next level might be intimidating for you at this time. And if it is, it just means you're not ready. That's all. It just means that you need to practice this confidence. Look, you could be in the Nine of Pentacles for 3 days, for all I know. Maybe you just need time to sit in the Nine of Pentacles and feel yourself out before you decide to go to the next level. But this Five of Wands is, it feels like somebody has reservations about it. Like, I don't know. Do I have what it takes to go to the 10th level? We've got the Justice card. I would say you do. I think that you do. Somebody here is holding back because they don't want to rock their balance. Look at that. I said the Knight of Wands. I felt like somebody here is in the Knight of Wands energy and feels like they can't go to the King of Wands energy on their own. What I mean by that is that maybe you want to get out of the situationship and get into the wisdom of the King of Wands. But in order to be a king, you got to have a queen or another king, right? So it feels like this Justice energy here that somebody... we're going to go back to this money thing, right? The money and the work thing for a minute. I feel like somebody is going to go for it. I think that you are, but I'm going to say make sure that you have your footing, make sure you're comfortable financially, and make sure if it doesn't, if you take the leap that you have a financial net, all of those safeguards. Because I feel like you're holding yourself back from justice. And I think justice is stepping into the King of Wands energy, and the King of Wands always gets what they want. They just know that they literally just have to go forward and grab it. So someone is waiting to give themselves permission to charge at the next level. I think it's in the planning stage right now. We've got 2 wands here. It feels like right now I'm sort of in the planning stage. 1, 2, 3, 4 wands. So somebody here maybe has a home, a house. Well, we got 8 wands, right? We got 4 here. So someone's like, I don't want to have to end up moving. I don't want to have to end up rocking my balance in order to reassess the situation to go to the next level. It does feel like somebody here is going to make some sort of a small tweak or decision. It's like you can change your whole destiny by simply going left when you should have gone right. Many times that happens in people's lives, right? Tell me about this Judgment card. What is this? We've got the Devil energy. We've got the Moon. Oh, that's why you're unsure right now. It's like in your head, what's going on is like all the things that could go wrong. You're scared of the dark. Yeah, afraid of the dark. So I feel like you're getting familiar with the dark. First, you have to get familiar with the dark. I really think I'm talking to somebody who has fought their way out of the dark. But I think that you need to be comfortable in it. You need to be okay with the uncertainty. And that's what comes with taking a risk or being brave. People who are brave are okay with the uncertainty. And so I feel like you are going to make some small decision, tweak left or right. Maybe I'll go left instead of going right. And it feels like, although it's like nightmare fuel, I don't think that you want anybody to see you fall on your knees, but I don't think you care, because the Queen of Wands is here, and the Queen of Wands has fallen down 6 times and got up 7. So I feel like the Hermit energy is telling me that you are trying to find your light so you don't have to travel this whole way in the dark because you think that's where the monsters reside. The devil's here. But I honestly think it's just a feeling of what if I'm feeling around in the dark and I don't feel the edge and I walk right off? Well, then you would just be the fool, right? That's what Charlie said. You would just be the fool, right? It's exhilarating and terrifying at the same time. So we are talking about some sort of big, bold move here that I feel that you're about to make, my friend, at, I would say, chagrining of everyone else around you. I feel like someone is like, you shouldn't do that. Don't do that. Stay safe. It feels like a thought pattern that you need to break with the Page of Wands. It feels like this 6 of Cups is memories from the past, or somebody said something. Don't make a false move. Don't be excited about your life. Don't be curious about what you could have, because you should just be grateful for what you already have. Tell me about this bold move. Oh, the wheel shows up. That's why you're feeling this pull. That's why you're feeling this pull, because you can't ignore the pull of the Wheel of Fortune. That's destiny calling your name. And it requires change. We've got the 8 of Swords. It requires you to change your mind about something. It requires you to change your mind about going outside your comfort zone. And that's the whole deal. It feels like you must change the way you move, the way you think. You must change some sort of thought pattern. It could be this 9 of Swords. It could be the 5 of Swords. It could be the 8 of Swords. You have to change some sort of thought pattern. I feel like overthinking things is your comfort zone. And I think that this Ace of Wands, Page of Wands, or the Ace of Wands in the hand of the page, is begging you to stop getting stuck in comfort. Yep, because nothing grows inside the comfort zone, friend. We've got the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is outside the comfort zone, I think is what I'm supposed to tell you. Look, we're going to go into the extended. We're going to clarify all the rest of this, and we're going to find out what this is all about. What is going to change? What are your risks? Well, how are you going to manage the risk of being brave? If you want to go to the extended with us, then please look at the top of all of the of the comments. There is one pinned comment, and if you click on that pinned comment, then click on more, you will see there's a link there for the membership area. That's where all the extendeds go. There also is a link there if you'd like to purchase this one just outright instead of going to the membership area. And if you would like to have a private reading, sorry, brain shut off for a second, please look at the link for Hypsee. Hypsee, you will see that my readings do begin at $25. They go up from there. The $25 readings are back to you in 48 hours. The rest of them have their own time frames. But figure out what you need, and I'm willing to help you. Also, I am open for private readings right now. I will be online tomorrow between 8 p.m. Central Standard Time and 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. So if you want to catch me, that's where I will be. You will get a discount by simply booking ahead. You'll get anywhere between 5 and 75% off, whether you've booked with me before or not. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here. I'll go to the extended, and if you end up being there, that's cool. And if not, that's okay, because I'll be back, because I'm always back. Take care. Bye-bye.